What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Pokemon Sword and Shield video. Series 8 started today. It's live. I am going to be playing it immediately after I get this video uploaded. I had clinical all day for school and it was a nightmare, so I'm ready to play some freaking Pokemon. But we're going to go back over this Calyrex team. I made a video talking about this Calyrex team originally, and I mentioned in that video that this was likely going to change once the actual Showdown update came out, where we could play this in 2021 Series 8 format, because it wasn't out at the time of recording the video, and I've been playing it, testing stuff, and just swapping stuff out with the team. So we're going to go back over that with the team that I will be using later in game today. But if this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subscribed for more Pokemon stuff in the future. Let's get into it. Okay, so the team that I mentioned the other day that I covered in a video was this team right here. We had Regieleki, Glastrier, Calyrex, Shadow, Togekiss, Incineroar, and Urshifu Rapid Strike. Now, I really thought I was going to like the Togekiss over Indeedee. I decided to change that very, very quickly. I mentioned the Indeedee would be a good bring in that video. There's even this team that I showed in the video. The Urshifu Dark is definitely the better way to go with the team, so I ended up going back to Urshifu Dark. Indeedee got swapped in for Togekiss, and then just periodically I started switching stuff around, and we ended up with this team right here. So, still, Calyrex Shadow is our main focus. It is our restricted Pokemon that we are using with this team. However, we did change some stuff around. So I wanted Indeedee to have the Focus Sash, so we'd have more potential turns of Follow Me or Helping Hand, whatever it may be that I'm using. I wanted to have that option. So Indeedee does get the Focus Sash, which means I had to take it off Calyrex, and I ended up giving it a Psychic Seed, because if you lead this with Indeedee, give it the Psychic Seed, you can double Expanding Force first turn and do a insane amount of damage between Indeedee and Calyrex, because Calyrex is one of the strongest Expanding Force users in the format. Also, I did change one of its moves to Draining Kiss. This handles Grimmsnarls very, very effectively. All you do is Dynamax and then use Draining Kiss, and you're going to pretty much knock out any Grimmsnarl that gets in your way. I did decide to switch it around on speed. I decided I wanted to be able to take a hit and then have another turn to attack, potentially, depending on what I was going up against in the lead. Kyogre's very, very popular right now, so a Water Spout was just knocking out my Calyrex first turn. So rather than worrying about getting knocked out, I decided to drop the speed and give it maxed out health and keep the maxed out special attack, give it 4 speed instead. This has been very, very helpful for me for surviving Kyogre Water Spouts turn 1, and then I'm able to double Expanding Force with Indeedee and knock out both Pokemon first turn against any Kyogre sets, which are, just like I said, incredibly popular right now. Kyogre is going to be a very, very, very popular Pokemon in the series. I have a feeling. I'm already working on a team myself featuring Kyogre. Then we have our Urshifu. Nothing changed here on the Urshifu. It's the exact same, so no need to worry there. This has been super helpful for, Stack Attack is still pretty common. It's just been helpful for doing big damage on things, even, if it's not super effective. Wicked Blow just does a ton with a Choice Band and a critical hit, so it's just really helpful for knocking stuff out. Plus, pairing it with Indeedee and doing things, like Helping Hand or Follow Me keeps this alive longer, and you can do a lot of damage with it. Arcanine was one that I talked about moving into this team because of the fact that Zacian is going to be very, very popular right now. And Zacian is going to be a lot stronger against an Incineroar than it would be against an Arcanine, because Incineroar is also a Dark type, so use a Fighting type move and you're going to say bye-bye to Incineroar very quickly. However, Arcanine, you can swap in, you get the potential for Snarl. Will-O-Wisp is super nice on it. Flare Blitz, you can do a pretty fair chunk of damage with. I got it with an Aguav Berry. And obviously Intimidate, because that's the whole reason we wanted to switch this in and trade it for Incineroar, so we didn't lose Intimidate. And then I have 204 HP, 12 attack, 4 defense, 52 special defense, and 236 speed. And this thing survives a fair number of hits. It is a very bulky Arcanine, but it does still do a good chunk of damage with Flare Blitz. So really, really nice Pokemon here to just throw out some damage. Also, Snarl and Will-O-Wisp are super helpful for controlling damage. So really like the Arcanine change. Plus, originally with this team, I wasn't running an Arcanine or an Incineroar. when I started making changes here. Let me see if I have one of my previous iterations of this team. Yes, Glastrier was still on this team at one time. Oh, nope, there's the Arcanine, actually. Where is the... I thought I had a team where I didn't have the Arcanine. Anyways, there were iterations of this team with no fire type, and I was having some very serious trouble with Kartana, especially. So I decided I would bring the Arcanine back in instead of the Incineroar for the reasons that I explained. And then I had my easy counter to Kartana, which was just super, super nice. Moving on, Porygon. Porygon was an interesting bring because it's not a Trick Room Porygon. It is a full damage Porygon. And the reason I decided to do this was because of the fact that the biggest threat to my Calyrex Shadow Rider right now is another Calyrex Shadow Rider. So if I'm unable to knock that out, I'm likely going to lose my Calyrex Shadow Rider. So I thought to myself, what is an excellent way for me to actually be able to avoid losing Calyrex turn 1, but still having the potential to knock out an opposing Calyrex turn 1? And that was Porygon, because Porygon can learn Shadow Ball. It also has a fairly high special attack. So, pair this with Indeedee. Both Pokemon are now immune to Astral Barrage, and both Pokemon are going to be resistant or take minimal damage from an Expanding Force from a Calyrex Shadow Rider, and you're going to be able to knock out that thing fairly effectively. You're knocking out one of its strongest attacks, which is Astral Barrage, and you're going to do it just a ton of damage, and nobody is really expecting Porygon to be an offensive Pokemon. Everyone's expecting it to be a, you know, Trick Room setter, things like that. So people aren't really expecting you to throw things like Max Strike on them or a Max Thunder or Ice Beam and do as much damage as you do with this thing. So it's a really good sleeper Pokemon just to kind of trick people. The number of times I've used this and thrown it out and people use Taunt or something on it because they think I'm trying to set a Trick Room, it's fantastic. It's so much fun to troll people in that way. On this, we have 252 health. And we have 252 special attack. In terms of where to throw a stat, I'd say probably throw it into the defense category just because Urshifu is still kind of common and a close combat does do some damage here. So it is nice to have that little extra defense. Obviously, Eviolite is what you want for your item and download. Finally, Gmax Lapras. Lapras is going to be very, very good in Series 8. It just has so much coverage. Like I said, Kyogre is huge right now, so having access to things like Thunder and Freeze Dry, you're going to do a lot of damage there. Also, because Kyogre is going to be so popular, having Water Absorb and being able to have a safe switch in here for, you know, if I decide to lead Arcanine or something and I need to have a safe switch, I have the option to bring Lapras in, not take any damage, and then set up screens with a Dynamax Hailstorm. So really, really nice option here. Life Orb on it. It is 12 HP. 12 defense, 252 special attack, 4 special defense, and 228 speed with a modest nature. It does a ton of damage, takes a lot of hits, so this is just a really fun, solid team all around. As of right now, this is the team I'm running because of the fact that I don't know what's going to be meta. No one does. So everybody's just kind of taking what they like, taking what's fun, and throwing it in and seeing what happens until we get sort of a meta game shaped up. Because, like I said, it literally just started. Like, Series 8 started today while I was at school. And, you know, here we are. We're ready to rock and roll. So I'm excited to bring this team in. I haven't decided if I'm going to stream it yet or not. I may be streaming it and then uploading the gameplay video of this tomorrow. Also, I am going to be covering a team Moxie Boosted made and shared the rental code for. I am also going to be sharing this rental code for this team. Once I finish up, the only thing I think I have left to do is switch over my Calyrex to a Shadow Rider instead of a Ice Rider. The only thing I think I have to do, because it's weird, Calyrex EVs are so weird. It actually, if you don't know this, Calyrex actually is the only thing that matters in terms of EV stats, so you can have whatever EVs you want on the steed. Once you fuse it with Calyrex, it inherits Calyrex's EV stats. So I didn't know that, and it was very interesting to me when I was building this team. So good things to note there, but that is going to be it for this video. Like I said, the gameplay will go up tomorrow. The rental code will also go up with it once I have completed it in game. And yeah, I hope you guys found this video entertaining and helpful. If you did, be sure to leave a like and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. Let me know what restricted Pokemon you guys are using and what teams you guys are using. It's just going to be a very interesting first few weeks to this series to see how the metagame shifts. But check me out. Well, check out the Discord, people over there playing Pokemon, and then check me out on Twitch, TikTok, on all my socials if you're interested in keeping up with me, this channel, the stream, or anything like that. But like I said, that is going to be it for this video, and I hope to see you all in the next one.